is not my fault.
Oh my God.
We have a brand new game.
I was trying to contain myself. Oh my.
Let's go option 1, not safe. These are insane.
And Brandon keep killing it.
Yo, what's good, Creative Fam?
Love is a Battlefield shout out with the funniest comment
Oh yeah,
of the stream so far.
funniest comment for sure so far. Sony waiting.
Atlas, where you at?
Help us, please. Is that disrespectful? Are you being disrespectful?
That's a little disrespectful.
Oh well. All right, let's do this rap so I can take this thing off, dog. Oh Lord, I can't remember how to do this. Let's go. Yo!
Yeah,
Hit that like button.
hit that like button.
No trash cans. Lights, camera, action.
Yeah, we back again.
Talking all the latest gear. Bring your lens, bring your friends. Sony gang.
Pull up.
Canon fan people too. Black Magic Mafia.
Tell me what you shooting, fool.
We got red users flexing. Lumix gang in the chat. Nikon in the cut. Yeah, we steady making
Stacks on stacks.
We breaking it down. No filter. Tell the real from hype. If the camera ain't fire.
We ain't giving it no likes.
NAV.
New drive.
Cine cam.
Who's high?
Black Magic.
Price drop.
Man, that's a
Jackpot.
firmware.
Updates.
Leaks and the rumors. Who got the best shot?
Creative and the movers.
Look, this is uncensored real talk, no cap. Live every week, get a fan, go right back. CFA Connect. Man, you know where it's at.
So grab your popcorn, hit subscribe, and
let's chat, let's go.
Oh. You need some red balloons.
I almost died. Bro, I almost died in that thing.
I told you.
Oh my gosh.
I asked you if you were suffocating in there.
Bro, that was wild work. Y'all only gonna get one of them. Lord have mercy. That was tough.
Could they even hear you?
I don't know. Could y'all hear me? I can barely hear myself. I felt like I was suffocating myself. You know when they tell kids don't play in plastic bags? They should say adults don't wrap in nylon masks.
I don't know how people be wearing those for full Halloween trick-or-treating.
Bro, no chance. No chance. I'm supposed to wear that tonight because the boys we're taking the boys trick-or-treating, and that's my deal. I rock that. That's my costume.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
We appreciate you for hitting that like button.
Yes, no trash cans. Hashtag no trash cans. Appreciate y'all hitting that like button.
Were y'all triggered by the title?
I bet there's about to be a whole bunch
And
of
thumbnail?
Sony folks up in here.
Were you guys triggered?
Hopefully not.
you-
Y'all should not be triggered at this point.
Are y'all feeling the same vibes that we're feeling?
Early gang does not get triggered like that. I don't think. Am I wrong? I might be wrong. We are super excited to be hanging out with you guys. Yeah, thumbs down. There's a couple people triggered. Oh my gosh. But no, we are super excited to be hanging out with you guys. Sony running scared this Halloween. Y'all are wild.
Seriously.
Why does the chat keep jumping up there? I don't know what's going on with that, but I'll fix that in real time. But no, we're super excited to be hanging out with you guys. I don't know. I don't want to go down this rabbit hole because I definitely did last night for like a solid 2 hours. But did y'all see the aliens that are coming?
I have done about 3 minutes of research.
Yeah, that's enough to know. Tomorrow, it may not matter.
What I've heard is that I almost feel like I don't want to say this word.
Yeah.
Because it feels a little wild to say. But the rocket or the asteroid has back thrust.
Yeah.
You know how you're supposed to have forward thrust?
Yeah, no, it's shooting out gas from the front.
Which is wild saying that, even for me.
No, dude, it is.
And so, like, when I heard, was it Neil
deGrasse Tyson?
Yeah. When he said, we're keeping an eye on it, I'm like, oh, snaps. We ain't got no explanation for this.
Here's the only thing. They've been lying to us for years. If they would have never said anything, we'd have no idea. Like, realistically, like, to me, my brain goes, conspiracy. Like, can I put the tinfoil hat on a little early today? My brain goes, get ready for the biggest distraction of all time. Y'all make sure y'all pay attention to them laws and everything else, because they going to have us up looking up here at the sky, and then we going to look down and we going to be like, wait, they disintegrated the files? Wait, they voted on that?
I didn't think you were going to say it, but I'm like...
What happened to the files, dog?
Where was files at?
They distracted us, dog. They about to distract us. We gonna be looking up here.
Everybody look over here.
And they gonna pass a law down here.
Can you imagine 15 years ago, they sent something into space only to come back looking different just so they could get rid of them files?
Bro, honestly, like... I've seen better CGI in Interstellar. So, like, this whole thing could be a giant hoax. I don't know.
That reminds me. Have you seen that thing where they're talking about how CGI is getting worse?
Well, they just don't have the time and money to put into it, but yeah.
Oh, so they just, like, being lazy?
No, the I won't put it on the CGI artists.
Yeah.
The studios are like, we want you to make Thanos, but in 15 minutes.
Okay.
And they're like, we're going to pay you $5.
Yeah, because, like, when you go back and look at some old Transformer movies,
yeah,
and you're like, they were doing that. Why do we like take a step back on She-Hulk? I'm just saying. I'm just throwing.
Bro, have you actually watched She-Hulk?
I haven't.
Bro,
I've seen
there's literally a scene of She-Hulk twerking with Megan Thee Stallion. That's where we are in the world of media. And it's just straight up like green blob just moving.
So Mark says they're overworked.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree. Like I'm not.
So they're overworked, but they're also underpaid, and then they're bidding them against each other. Ooh. So they're like, "Will you do the job for $100?" And you're like, "I can't." You're like, "All right, cool. We'll go to this company. Will you do it for $80?" They said they do it for $80. Yeah. And they just straight lying. And then all the people who work hard to make it happen,
I bet the amount of CGI scenes were probably also less.
Back then it was.
Back then,
yeah.
And now it's like, hey, we need about 1,000 more scenes.
Well, and the problem that a lot of them are having is they're not even finished with the movie. So, like, Black Panther, they started working on the fight scene for Black Panther before the script was done and shooting had started, because they had to make these dates. So you got CGI artists making all these extra shots that don't even make the movie, versus back in the day when you think about, like, Pirates of the Caribbean, you shoot the movie, you get final cut on the movie, and then you start making shots based off of what you know is actually going to be in the movie.
Yeah. Wow.
So, yeah, it really sucks. Mr. Camera Junkie, do I think the footage that they are showing us is real?
Is anything real?
I'll be honest with you, dude. I don't believe anything I see anymore. So until the aliens actually show up here and they're like, you don't have to work anymore because life is different as you know it, I'm going to keep moving as if they ain't even up there.
Can all of y'all see Brandon as Will Smith in Independence Day?
Oh, I punch an alien straight in the face.
I could see Brandon being in the new Independence Day.
I got it, bro. Bro, I got it. I'm punching aliens in the face straight up, carrying it through the desert.
That is true, Junie.
You know what he say?
AKA Kenneth.
Only aliens I see is women.
That man's still growing. Man, we all over the place, bro.
Bro, bro, I saw him turn around and shoot a 3. I was like, he can shoot 3s too?
He can just drop it in the bucket.
Bro, like from the 3-point line. He's just like, bleh. Oh my gosh. Bro, we are all over the place. Where are we at with this show?
Oh, dude. Thank you, Kofi. Dude, Shohei Ohtani?
Bro.
From a different world.
That's an alien.
Him and Wemby.
Bro, that's an alien.
And LeBron James.
Bro.
The OG alien.
Don't get me wrong. I think LeBron is a great player, but there is always going to be a debate over who is the best basketball player of all time, and it will always be between LeBron and MJ. And LeBron has a lot of reasons to fight for him. Shohei has no competition now.
The only reason why is because Babe Ruth died 100 years ago. And
the rules were different back then. A lot of his home runs
100 years ago.
A lot of his home runs wouldn't be home runs today.
But I think he would be one of the greatest if he was today.
No.
Babe Ruth. You don't think so?
No.
You don't think so?
Would he be one of the greatest? Yes.
One of the greatest.
He
Yeah,
would-
I'm not saying
but
the greatest.
Shohei is undeniably number one.
100%. I'm not. But
What
I'm saying,
is this show?
Yeah.
Are we talking about Cameron?
I'm not debating. I'm not saying he'd be the greatest. I think if freaking Mark McGuire / freaking
Don't go to the
who was
don't go to
dope-
the steroid
Who was
era,
the doper? Who was the doper?
though. Oh, Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds, bro. Put him in the era of of Babe Ruth.
When they couldn't even
They
test.
would have thought he was.
Oh, bro, they would. I'm not gonna go.
I was about to
Yeah.
call him one day or call MJ.
Oh gosh, I went right there with you, dog.
Dude. But anyways, back to cameras.
Back to Cameron.
Back to cameras.
Bro,
Back when Sammy Sosa was
here's what we'll
melanated.
do. Well,
Have you seen him?
bro, he got that Michael Jackson treatment.
Should we start a sports / alien show?
Here's what we're gonna do. So first off, thank you to everyone who reached out to us last week. Apparently, our not so members only stream was not a members only stream.
Yeah.
Which is
We do
why
that.
we mess up all the time.
We do that.
Which is why episode 100 felt so weird for a lot of y'all on the replay. Some people were like, why did you just cut off in the middle? Or why wasn't it available until like 6 o'clock in the afternoon? That's because we realized we messed up on a couple of things. But we are back. And today we are also going to try to do a members only post stream. Sorry, Crystal. Crystal's like, I'm lost. Where the hell am I?
We apologize.
We started doing a different show that we've been like test running on accident. So
Cameras.
yeah, we're back to cameras.
We don't like aliens no more. We like cameras.
Well, speaking of which, Crystal is in the chat. So bro, that's it.
They've got cameras in Space Jam.
We need to do a Space Jam show where we
Yes.
talk about sports and we talk about aliens.
Yes.
That's it. A Space Jam themed show.
We're just fulfilling our 15-minute starting late duty.
Yes. Well, we're giving y'all time to show up, because we know y'all be late. We get it. Some of y'all on CP time. We get it. So, okay. A lot of y'all really care about what's in the box. That's not supposed to be the first story, but should it be?
I think they're interested.
They're very interested on what's in the box. So, screw it. Let's go ahead and do. I have not tested this, so this might not work. Let's see if we can do what's in the box.
In a world where packages tremble in fear, where fragile means nothing, oh no, and doorsteps are a battlefield, some heroes dare to deliver the right way. This is what's in the box.
I think I fixed it.
I forgot we were back on camera. I'm out here reading the comments.
All right. This was not supposed to be this story, so I gotta remember which one this is. I think this is 4. Oh no, not 4. Well, Jarrell, what is in the box?
What's in the box, Brandon? What's in the box?
What's in the box, Jarrell? What's in the box?
Hopefully not that SNL skit. Hopefully like just a normal product.
This episode is so off the rails so early. Look, as a lot of y'all know, for the first time in a few years, I am redless. It's been a minute since I've been without a red in my possession, but as of right now, I currently don't have one, and so I am excited to share. See, look what you started. I am excited to share what's in the box because this does change that a little bit.
Now the real question, people, is do you believe that Brandon had the patience. Do you believe that this is the initial first impression? Kosala, you are correct. It is the FX2.
This is the FX3 Mark II. Oh, it's here. The ZR. Oh.
Brandon taking his talents to South Beach.
Psych. I got it right here.
Yeah,
This
he didn't
is
have
what
no
is in-
patience.
no, I ain't had no
This
patience.
man roasted me for not waiting 5 days to unbox the KX, and this man unboxed the ZR yesterday.
Well, I also got it yesterday. All right, lights, chill out. Y'all need to calm down. Yeah, so it is officially here. This is the Nikon ZR. I do have it in my hands. I'm really excited. I'm actually super, super excited. The ZR is in the studio.
You have something else too.
I do have something else. I also did get the 35 millimeter 1.4. So, technically, if you read the back of the camera, I own a red now.
Yes.
Drill, I own a red now. This is the guy. We red shooters. No, I'm actually really, really excited to have the ZR in hand. As you guys know, reds are not cheap, and my insurance sucks. So as of right now, this is going to be the closest thing to a red I'm going to own for probably a little while.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, the ZR is, the more and more I keep kind of playing around with it, the more and more I'm loving it. I don't know if you saw, but Talbot, who was on the show last week, he actually posted some side-by-sides of the ZR and his Monstro.
Oh,
And
no,
I was
didn't see that.
blown away. Yeah, it's on Instagram, or it was on Instagram. But I was like blown away by how close they're really getting. And they've been working on fixing the R3D workflow. So now it works inside of Final Cut, DaVinci, and Premiere. And so now no matter what editor you're working with, you can actually use the R3D files. And, you know, I'm always so surprised by the size of it when I actually get a chance to see it. And even after seeing like Talbot's last week, and then once I unbox mine, the screen always just like shocks me
Yes.
because of the 4-inch screen.
It's really big.
So the ZR is in hand. I do need a proper cage for this. Currently, the only one that I know for sure is coming is small rigs.
Yeah.
If you go on Amazon, it used to just be like coming soon. Now they're saying they're coming around mid-November.
Oh, that's cool.
So cages should be coming out for this camera really, really soon. I'm excited to actually take it out and go shoot with it a lot more because, as you know, when I first got a chance to shoot with it, it was very limited in what I could do. But even in that footage, I was really happy with it. So,
do you know the differences between when you shot with it versus now? Like, have they done firmware upgrades? Have they added stuff to it?
Not really. The only major upgrade that has happened is just the support for R3D inside of Final Cut.
Oh, that's dope.
Now, I still have high hopes that we will get some updates to this camera. Nikon, for the first time, is like really, really listening to creators. And like I say, for the first time, they have typically listened, but it's normally been like you have to wait a long time for a big software update, or a new camera comes out that has those updates or whatever. Since this camera was announced, and since it has now been only out for like less than 30 days in people's hands, we've already gotten that R3D upgrade. So that lets me know that they have a team actively working on the camera in real time, which I'm really happy about.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that we'll get a lot of software updates to the camera to continue to make it better.
Yeah.
But I know that a lot of people have been talking about like weird quirks with the camera and stuff like that.
It's a new platform.
And that's what I think it is. Because I'll be honest, a lot of the quirks that I've been like watching videos on and people complaining about, those are just Nikon quirks.
Yeah.
Those have just been Nikon quirks. And so I know a lot of people are new to Nikon, so no fault against them. Or people who are like, you know, learning R3D workflow for the first time and they're figuring it out. No diss on any of those people. It's just new and it's different. But
it was funny watching Kofi's video where he's just like, how it's not that big of a deal to have the SD card in the same, or to have the memory card in the same slot as the battery. He's just like, slide the camera over and put it out. So yeah, I do think that like it's like what people are maybe labeling quirks. It's just different from the camera body that you were using.
Yeah. Now there are some things that I do genuinely think that like they're not going to be able to fix on this camera, but I definitely want to see fixed in a future one. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, Kofi's whole deal about the battery and everything, I think that's fine. I'm kind of on board with him. Like, just slide the camera over or just get a rig that lets you do that.
Yeah.
But one thing I noticed about this camera is that there is no cutout to be able to run a wire through the battery door, which means you can't really use a dummy battery with this thing here.
Now, will the camera not work with the battery door open?
Oh, that's a really good question. I don't know. Let's find out.
Oh, no, you're on.
Still works.
So you're good. Now so you don't want it. You don't want the door dangling though.
You don't, but I
think you want it tucked, secured. Wild, super wild.
This is a wild episode. I don't know. We ain't gonna be able to use none of this. Good thing this show is live, because if it wasn't, we would have had to start over and re-record this whole thing. But no, I do think that there should be a cutout. That would be something I'd want to see in a future one. I'd want to see a full-size HDMI in a future one as well. And then I know a lot of people love the simplicity. AFC will say pause, resume.
Back on track.
But I do wish there were I wish there was a bigger grip on the camera. I don't mind the cage, but I would rather have a bigger grip on the actual camera itself, and I do want more buttons.
Yeah,
that is a big one for me. I
like
do
custom buttons.
I mean, yes, that's fine. Just make this whole right side just a little bit bigger so you can have more button options. I like the 3 up top, but it would be nice to have a bigger grip, a few more buttons. Because going through the menu, I just don't want to have to go on the menus, so I would prefer that. Or if they just adopt R3, or they just adopt Red's software directly into it, then I'm cool with the touchscreen. So,
do you feel like? I know this is speculation. Mm-hmm. How likely do you think a ZR Pro is?
Oh, with the way that this camera
has more buttons, with the.
I mean, it's all fully speculation at this point, but with the way that this camera has been adopted, if the hype for this camera continues, which I do believe there is a second wave of adoption of this camera, because right now they're trying to fulfill all the orders from everybody who already bought this camera, right?
Yeah.
But then once you get to a place to where those people have their orders fulfilled, they start making content about the camera, like people like me, like now that I've got the camera, I can start making content about it. When our content starts going out, I think there will be a second wave of adoption when this camera is like available in stock. Like when you can say, okay, I want that camera. It's $2,200. I want to buy it. And you can go to B&H website, put in your order, and have it show up in like 2 or 3 days. That's when people are going to be like, okay, yes, I like more of these cameras will sell. And then mark my words, 1 year from now, next holiday season, this camera will see a price drop of like maybe 22 down to, I'm going to say sub 2,000. I'm going to say 1899. And when that happens, you're going to see a wild adoption of this camera again.
Wow.
Because I do believe that the software update will come. What the heck is happening? Why is it blinking green when it's off? That's weird. You saw
this
the
man
light
defending quirks, and then he's like, "What is it doing?"
Well, the camera was off, but then it started blinking green. Like, what are you doing? Chill out. I mean, this show's live. I don't care.
It's a no.
It's like something wild. What are you saying about me, dog?
Is DJIing right now?
Yeah, it's like listening to me and
reporting back to the mothership.
Yeah, Brandon actually doesn't appreciate us. But no, I do think that it'll be a pretty fire. This camera will have a really good lifespan, and if Nikon's smart, in my opinion, they will make a pro version of this, because how quick this camera turns on and how good the autofocus is, and the fact that it has R3D RAW is a fantastic start. Level it up. Give me a $4,000 version of this exact same thing. Go all in, or a $3,500 version of this. Go all in.
Yeah. Alex, a couple of comments up. you are heading into keep going right there. One more. Yeah, right there.
This one?
We are going to get into it. We are going to get into it on
What the
this
heck?
episode.
These chats are ticking me off.
We are going to be talking in just a few
Did you
moments.
find the one
No.
Canon comment?
No.
It was like, go
not
to
even.
his. Go up.
Not even. I'm just saying, we are going to take a moment. We're not going to segue into this because this is going to be the main topic of discussion, but I want to let everybody know who's watching. We are going to be talking about nominees for Camera of the Year.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So we're getting to you.
But yeah, no, this so far, I mean, it's been pretty dope. I'd love to know. Just can we do a poll? Can you do a poll for me?
Yes.
Let's do a poll. And Detroit Video Diary says he gets his tomorrow. Shout out. Regardless if you're actually buying this camera or not, my question is, does the ZR excite you? Because I think even if you shoot Canon, if you shoot Sony, I think that the ZR excites people, even if they don't know if they're going to buy it, even if they don't plan to buy it. Ron even said, I hate that I want this camera. Like, that's the thing. This is the first, I'm going to say it. I don't know if this is a safe thing to say, but I'm going to say it. I think this is the first Nikon camera that has excited non-Nikon shooters like this.
I think that's fair.
I really do.
I think that the Z9 and the Z8, phenomenal cameras, will be phenomenal cameras into the future years.
Yeah.
I feel like it was like a thought came into my mind and I'm squashing it. I feel like it's like, hey, come over here. Look over here. Look over here. This is an awesome camera. And then a lot of people just being like, it's good. It may be too expensive. Maybe I'd have to sell a bunch of lenses, change platforms, all sort of different things. Where I feel like because of this price point, this is almost what the Z6 III was hoping to do. Yeah,
but I think the red element of it almost helps legitimize it in a way that has made people like maybe look at it a little bit longer than even the Z6 III did.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now that's not to say everybody has loved it. Colton has, I talked to him and he said, I wanted it, I had it, and I already returned it. Now, full transparency, I don't know exactly why Colton returned it. I was actually going to try to meet up with him and check it out.
Yeah.
But he was like, this thing's going back to B&H right now.
How many days? Because, he just got it.
Well, 14-day return policy. You got to be quick. You got to make those decisions. But did he
even have it for the 2 weeks?
I don't know. Colton, let us know. But I do think that the hardest part about this camera is the learning curve. And if you're not willing to go through the Nikon learning curve, because this camera is more Nikon than it is Red, I think that's going to slow some people down and kind of change their experience. That's the reason why I say a pro version of this camera would be so amazing, or if they put Red's ecosystem into this camera, because Red's ecosystem, like their software, their I/O, is so easy.
Yeah.
It feels intimidating because it's a Red at first. But once you realize, you're like, oh, I just tapped there, and oh, I just tapped there, and then this is easy. It's very similar to Blackmagic menus. I feel like people are excited about the specs, people are excited about the image, people are definitely excited about the price. But when you actually get it in your hand, if you're not used to the Nikon workflow, you become a little less excited.
Well, everything's backwards on a Nikon, which is interesting.
Well, as a Canon shooter, 100%. 100%.
Yeah. It's like y'all literally did the opposite of everything. How you mount and unmount the lens is different.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, I think some of that is proprietary stuff, but
no, because everybody twists to the right.
Yes, but no. Yes, you're right.
But it's just like, it literally feels like two brothers beefing.
Yeah, they're exact opposites. The first time I ever shot with the Z9, when I was talking to the people over at Nikon, and when they sent it out for me to review for like a week or whatever, he was like, now I know you shoot on some Canons. I was like, yeah. He goes, so just think everything you do on your Canon, is backwards on here. That was like his exact words. And so I was like, oh, okay. So
I saw Joe, through the lens Joe, said he's a Canon shooter, but he picked up a ZR. Go down. You just passed him. Go up. One more. There you go.
Oh, there.
Primary Canon shooter, but bought one at Best Buy, no pre-order. The R3D any codec is the only reason I'd buy it over the Z6 III.
Yeah, I mean,
That's some reach, because if you're a Canon shooter, if you're a Sony shooter, you have some business buying the ZR.
with
If
the
you're-
adapter. With the
Yeah,
adapter,
with the
you can
adapter.
bring the lenses over.
Yeah. If you're a Canon shooter, not saying that you have no business buying the ZR, but like you are, like it had to be really exciting for you to spend some money knowing that. And I don't know, like your history, Joe, you might have shot Nikon in the past and had Nikon glass, but if you were a primary Canon shooter, like you had to jump into a completely new different pool. So
Either
the
that
ZR's
or
got
run,
some impact.
Either that or run some PL lenses. But I think that it's I think that Nikon actually did something really interesting. I'm normally against this.
Mm-hmm.
I normally say, drop the pro thing. But that's me being selfish because that's what I want, right?
Yeah.
But at $2,200, this is, and you can run to Best Buy and pick one up. It's adoptable, dog.
Yeah.
You can pick it up, try it. You can be Colton, try it. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't.
Yeah.
But if you get somebody who's like, oh yeah, I got this because like Joe, I got this for the R3D, and because I just want the raw workflow, the dynamic range, the post production options, dude, it's a pretty crazy no brainer.
Mac, keep the faith.
He says, I am waiting on my C50.
Keep the faith.
Of course you would. Sony be like, clones everywhere.
Luis, Sony's in the closet. They ain't saying nothing.
Bro, they might be
talking.
They might be a little scared right now.
They ain't talking.
This is a chilling Halloween episode for them, for sure.
So to be fair, Luis, lots of clones out here, but
So, okay, so this is.
I'm not saying the ZR's a clone.
No.
I'm just saying.
Well, no,
lots of clones.
I've given credit where credit is due.
Yes.
There is no ZR, there is no C50 without the FX3. And so for that, Sony, thank you. I've said this multiple times on the show. I will give the FX3 its credit. You made everybody else better,
But what have you done for me lately?
but you also need to be better. Bro, that's what
They
I'm
don't
waiting
have
on.
to.
He said send in the
They
clones.
They don't have to.
I'm waiting for Sony to be like, execute order 66
No,
and drop an FX3 Mark II and just like demolish everybody.
Let's. I want to get on Kelsey.
You want to start a bet?
I want to start a bet, and I want to know if they went back to the drawing board
On the A7, on the FX3?
on the FX3 Mark II and the A75. I want to know if they.
I think the
going back.
A75 is coming. We're going to talk about that here in just a second. But the FX3 Mark II going back to the drawing board, they're still probably at the board. I don't think they ever left the board. I don't think they had
You think it's in that spot?
Oh, yeah. You got to remember.
So you're saying the FX3 Mark II, I'm not saying it's coming out tomorrow or in the next month, but you don't think it's in the phase of it's pretty locked in?
No.
So what are we talking? Are we still talking about a year, 2 years for the FX?
A year at least. So here's my reason
Glad I'm a
behind it.
Canon shooter.
Here's my reason behind it. I think the FX3 Mark II ain't coming for at least another year because we just got major software updates less than 6 months ago. We also got an FX3, an FX3A, like 6 months, not even 6 months ago.
But wasn't that like necessary, not necessarily an update?
No, that was we have to migrate production over to new parts for the screen. And so you don't do that if you know you're dropping in the next 6 months. So that tells me that it's not coming out in Q1 of next year, which makes sense. You don't really want to drop anything too crazy in Q1 of next year. If you were going to do that, you would have rushed it for this time period. It's a guaranteed money maker. So an FX3 Mark II will sell no matter what. It will sell.
No, I don't disagree. I will say as a non-Sony shooter, maximum disappointment if that crap isn't out at NAB.
Oh, you're gonna be disappointed then. I think you might
maximum,
get
and not just me. Sony shooters.
No, so here's what I'm saying. You're gonna
Maximum
probably get a FX6 Mark II or an FX7 or whatever they want to call that.
I'd be okay with that.
By NAB, but an FX3 Mark II, it ain't coming out before an FX6 Mark II.
Luis, shot.
What do you say?
I got a short-term memory, Luis.
Now.
I got a short-term. I got a short-term memory, Doc.
Now, the one thing that, and here's my other reason. Here's the other reason why I'm saying this.
Yes.
We have already been told through that pamphlet that circulated through Sony's internal whatever.
The never-ending story that we won't stop talking.
No, they're in the process of reduce, reuse, recycle. They are also, but they're working on some crazy new sensor technology, but that's not supposed to be ready until 2027. So here's my thing. If you know you have a banger camera and you are building a company that is over 100 years old, right? You're a decade-long company. You don't care about losing for 2 years if you're going to set yourself up for the next 12. So lose 2025, lose 2026. But when 2027 comes around and you got that crazy new, they knew the aliens were coming, and they're gonna rip that tech off that machine, and they're gonna put that in that camera.
And they're gonna give us uncropped 4K 60.
And they're gonna give us uncropped 4K 60 with IBIS, but still no open gate. And 2027 will be the year that Sony goes full Canon, and they're gonna be like, back then y'all didn't want us, now we hot, they all on us. And that's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna do. So Sony boys and girls,
soy boys. hang on for a couple more years.
just they the FX3 is still.
Don't lose the faith. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right.
Yep.
Keep your eyes on Sony.
Put them blinders on. Stop looking at what the dope stuff that everybody else is doing. And keep rocking with your Sonys. And you might get an FX6 Mark II next year. And then I think an FX3 Mark II will come maybe 2027.
Did somebody rip your photo?
What?
That is so Jermaine.
Did he take my face and make it his profile photo?
Dude, we need to super chat you, dog.
Oh my gosh.
That is
wild. Why am I your profile picture?
That's incredible, bro. No. You heard me. I had a lisp. I said Sony voice. Not soy voice.
You left the N off, dog.
Sony voice.
Don't forget the N. Oh my gosh.
Anyways,
We're not,
Sony slander is wild.
Hold on.
What?
Well, hold on.
Slander.
Hold on. I am not slandering Sony whatsoever. I'm giving y'all my prediction on. It was a fire pick, my best pick of 2025. You're wild. That is a pretty dope picture, though. But I'm
the Starbucks in hand,
bro. Did I take that today? That must have been. What was that last week?
Probably last week.
Y'all wild. But it's not slander on Sony's name by any means.
Brandon, question.
Yeah.
You guys put your case for what Sony has done for you lately. Put your case.
That's messed up.
Because no, I'm just saying. What? What's messed up? What you said?
Yeah, because there's nothing.
No. But like, they're saying we're slandering. We're being salacious. We ain't telling the truth. Tell me in the last 2 years what Sony's done for you. Put it in the chat. And then I feel like when you put nothing there, you'll really PlayStation 5. And that wasn't even recent. But put what they put there for you in the chat, and that's all we're highlighting. Like, we're not saying that the FX3, I'm saying the FX3 was probably the best-selling cinema camera of all time.
Yep.
Best-selling?
Wait. Say that one more time.
The FX3 is probably the most-selling, best-selling cinema camera of all time.
Okay.
Most units moved.
Yeah, I probably agree with that.
And probably the best quality for its price and size
When it
of
came
all
out.
times.
When it came out.
Yeah, for sure.
No.
You don't
Not
think
best
so?
quality for its price. I still say that the Blackmagic was giving it a run for its money in the 6K.
Okay, that's fair. But like in the top 2, 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Functionality, autofocus,
Absolutely.
built-in XLRs, yes, all of that.
Undisputed.
Great value.
when I
Great
say-
value.
Can you say, no, you can't say undisputed. Disputed GOAT. The FX3. Disputed. Other people have the title, but disputed.
Okay, I would
Not
put
undisputed.
If we're talking about cameras that have changed the scope of the landscape,
Yes.
and you're gonna put the 5D Mark II on this Mount Rushmore,
Yes.
I think you have to also put the FX3 on the Mount Rushmore.
So no slander.
No slander.
No slander. Giving props where props is due. But bro, we have had some fails.
This man said.
We've had some fails.
Kofi said, "I got uninvited to a Sony
wild
event."
stuff, Kofi.
Yeah, Kofi, you think we bad? You said some crazy stuff.
We're not sponsored by Sony. You're sponsored by Sony.
For real.
And you be saying wild stuff, bro.
Yeah, they put money in your pocket.
And they are sensitive.
Somebody had the best one on here. Where did it go? Because Sony has done actually one really dope thing lately.
The global shutter in the A9 III?
No, they brought Halo to PlayStation. I'm really excited about this.
I will give props for the A9 III having global shutter.
But it wasn't
It's
good.
too expensive. Well, that isn't. I don't think that's true. I think we need to get it from B&H.
Okay.
I think we need to get it from B&H because while it had less dynamic range, it still had plenty.
Okay.
And I think on a sports level,
For photography,
speed and for photography, for
Yeah.
speed and frame shot, I think that camera is I think the A9 III is a solid monster. We just don't know about it because it's too much money. And I'm sure the A1 II is awesome.
Luis said, "What have you done for me lately?" is a feminine question. Zero loyalty.
That's a fair point. That's hey. We got women in the chat, Luis.
Oh, don't be.
I'm gonna wink at you, but I'm gonna publicly disagree with you. All right. You got me.
But what have you done for me lately?
You
though?
got me. You got me on that. But I don't agree.
Bro, he said you looked at
Publicly.
Sony. You looked at Sony and said,
I ain't never looked at Sony.
"Look, you looked at Sony
I
and
ain't never.
you were like, if I was a tree, would you still love me?"
No, you said it too. What is this man talking about? Man, I ain't never said what you done for me lately.
Look, Sony said, if I was a potato, would you still love me?
Does this make me look fat?
Does this FX2 make me look dumb?
Yes.
Nah, babe, you look great.
Luis, you have now trumped the Alien Tech 6K comment that was. I'll give you flowers, Luis. I'll give you flowers.
Oh my gosh.
But I also like crystals, so I'm taking flowers away.
Oh my gosh, you're wild.
Taking it away.
This is FX2 make me look dumb.
Just so you know, I agree with you and disagree with you.
Does this EVF make me look fat?
So, anyways, back to it. Props where props is due, but props from 5 years ago, Doc. Props from 5 years ago. Do something for me today.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways,
Oh yeah, the Sony execs have left the chat. The Sony execs
we're
have left
kind
the
of
chat.
fighting for them and punching them in the face. This is, oh gosh, it's a little de-violence, a little bit of
De-escalate.
a little bit of domestic.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's actually we are not going in order at all, but this was actually a news story. So it just makes sense to go this route now.
Dude, we're just pouring on.
The gasoline is already here. All
We're
right?
just pouring it.
You know
on.
that the gasoline, the liquid doesn't actually ignite. It's the fumes, right?
Yes,
So the fumes are in the air. We can't do nothing about it. I can smell it. So let's go ahead and light that match and light this thing and burn it down. So look, if you guys have not seen this guy's channel, he especially if you're a Canon fan, people. Oh my gosh, Colton paid $20. What do you pay $20?
He got that ZR money back.
What'd he say?
At Colton Steele super chatted $20. I'm about to join a new gang. After a lot of consideration, I am going to be joining the Soy Boys. FX2 is going to be my perfect hybrid camera. So embrace me, Sony boys.
It's wild.
I'm going to join.
Sorry, Luis. You have been dethroned for the best comment. A, because you didn't pay, but B, because this man says soy boy.
Hey, look, this man said, look, hey, Sony gang, y'all gonna have to jump this man in.
Why does Colton seem confused? And I'm not going to go any further than that. Why does Colton seem confused? This man, what has he had?
Pixis.
This man has had Black Magic.
He was Black Magic Mafia, like through and through.
Through and through.
Bro, they gonna
Then he bought
gun you
Nikon.
down, dog.
Then he bought Nikon. And now he's to Sony.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, try us out, dog. Try us out.
Give Canon a shot.
Get that C50.
Oh my gosh.
You-
Oh my gosh. You are
Bro,
Sony gang's like an AA meeting.
I walked in late and I have questions.
Oh, Thomas, you gotta start reading and catch up, dog. This show has been all over the place.
Hey, once you go Canon, you never go back.
Oh my gosh.
Just saying. Just saying.
This man says soy boys.
I'm glad you did not continue reading that comment.
Yeah. Junior
Self-censoring. Self-censoring.
Yeah. This show is gonna have to start being somewhat censored.
Oh, wow.
This is
Will
behind.
Baxter. Always, I'm dead. No, Colton, they're gonna open the gates. You should join us. Be here when the gates are open. All right.
The heart in why.
All right. What is that? Oh, yes. So check this out. So there's a channel called Ordinary Filmmaker.
Yeah.
He's reported on us, which is dope.
Yeah.
And one of the videos that he dropped this week, he was talking to a major retailer in Canada, which is where he's from.
Is he?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Canadian. I don't know if he's Canadian. I would assume he's Canadian. Eh?
I almost
Do you know any more
I almost
Canadianese?
I almost said, hello, governor. That's definitely not Canada.
A is the only thing I know. A?
Oh, no, and then they a
What is
boot.
Colton. Kofi, what do they say?
They say, I'm a boot to go buy a new camera.
What do they say in Canada?
Buy a new camera, eh? I'm a boot to buy a new camera, eh?
Kofi, you still on?
You know, the only thing I know about Canadians is from South Park. So
Dude,
that's so bad.
Way.
What?
The way that every country knows that we only know stuff about them because of South Park.
Oh, and yeah. Oh, and the Blue Jays. We got a bunch of Canadian Blue Jay fans. A boot indeed. Kobe said, "Careful."
He says, "Careful what?
What? What
you
do
don't
we
know?
say?
You don't know? You don't know Canadian?
Well, he's African.
Well, yeah, but he lives in Canada. He's around Canadians.
Yeah, but
They just sing Drake all day.
They be riding through the six with their woes.
Anyways, Ordinary Filmmaker.
Yeah. Gosh, we've been going off topic a lot.
Spock talked to a large retailer.
Yeah.
And what the large retailer said, and I don't know if this is true, we're just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Allegedly, Sony, they mailed in the A75.
That's not what he said.
Yeah, no, but there's a reason. Hold on. That's not what he said. But because the Sony A75 mailed it in,
Yeah.
Sony is potentially scared with the R6 III coming out and also being similarly priced to the S1 II. Sony is scared that the A75 is going to be DOA. What do you guys think?
So, okay. I would love to hear what y'all's thoughts are on this. This has been my theory since the FX2 came out. I think Sony had a plan for 2025. And that plan was, we're going to drop the FX2 and people are going to love it. This is a how much is the FX2? $2,500? $2,600? It's less than the FX3.
Too much money.
That's not the point. They thought we are releasing a full frame budget cinema camera with an EVF. People are going to love this thing. It's got everything you loved from the A7 IV, with a few things that you like from the FX3, and some new stuff sprinkled on top. And we're going to drop this camera just in time for Cine Gear. We're going to have a bunch of cinematographers talking about how amazing it is, and the internet is going to crown us the kings of cinema cameras in 2025. And when the FX2 came out, and it was flopped dead on arrival like a dead fish.
To be fair, good camera, just not something people are excited about.
Let me continue. They were like, holy crap, damage control. Because I don't know if y'all saw what I saw. I ain't gonna say nobody's names. But the way a lot of creators who have in the past financially worked with Sony started making videos, organic videos, mind you, they were not sponsored, about how great the FX2 was, even though they all got flown out to LA and got a chance to, never mind, I won't go there. But they all started coming out with these videos about how great the FX2 was. And damage control started heavy. And here is where my theory comes in. They knew they were going to be reusing that same sensor in the FX2. They also knew that the A75 was coming along the line with the exact same sensor.
Yeah.
And when the FX2 did not perform and was not accepted the way that they thought it was going to be accepted, they knew the A75 was going to run into the same problems, because it has the same problems that we are complaining about, and that is a reduce, reuse, recycled sensor.
Yeah.
And so, and tariffs are not going to help them, because the only people I have seen who are just like, nah, y'all can deal with it, is Sony when it comes to the tariffs. Everybody else is trying their best. They're like raising the prices last minute. Sony jacked the prices up early and was like, yeah, we ain't bringing them down. FX3 Mark I, you can still pay full price for it.
Yeah.
We can't help you.
Yeah.
So I'm convinced that they knew they were going to run into this issue, and you can't expect them not to be nervous. Now, will they sell this camera? Yeah. Will people buy it? 100%. People are going to buy it.
People are buying the A7 IV on discount right now.
And
like
that's
crazy.
and that's another sign to me. They're trying to move a lot of units with the A7 IV. They dropped the price. And I think that the A75 is going to come out, and it's going to be a little lackluster. And I mean, I don't think they're going to get the best praise, through the through news sites like ours.
Yeah.
But I do think that will it be a good camera? Yes. But will it compete with today's cameras? That's where it's going to struggle. Because in a vacuum, will it be dope? Great. I don't think it will have a problem in a vacuum.
Quality-wise, yes.
And if you're a Sony shooter and you're only ever going to be a Sony shooter and you have no eyes for anybody else, you're a loyal Sony shooter, then you're going to probably love the A75. But where it has to really battle is for people who are looking at other systems. Because there's no way you're not going to look at the R6 Mark III, the A75, the ZR, the Lumix S1 II. You're going to be looking at all these other cameras. If you're really into big cinema, you might even throw the Pixus in there. There are going to be other cameras in that price pool and that are offering a lot. And while I don't think that the FX2 is a bad camera, and I don't think that the A75 is going to be a bad camera, it's just how does it compete against other cameras in its price point, and what are you paying to get? Because let's not sit here and pretend. The world is a hard place right now.
Yeah.
People are struggling financially. I'm struggling financially.
Yeah.
You got to figure out how you're going to spend your money and spend it wisely, which means you're going to be looking. You can't just expect people to be like, oh, it's a Sony, I'm going to buy it.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Kofi said it, that the FX2 isn't bad. There's better options for the same money. Here's the crazy part, guys. In a real way, because we're going to be talking about Camera of the Year and nominees, the R6 III isn't out yet, But if it's anything like the rumored specs, where we're talking about 7K, we're talking about open gate, we're talking about having a CF Express Type B, we're talking about having raw internal in the camera and not through the HDMI, we're talking about full HDMI being in the camera. If we're saying all those things and all those things are true, and it's cheaper than the A75, and then throw the Lumix S1 II in there, and we're talking about, is it 6K 60 open gate?
Yeah. 5.1K 60.
5.1K 60. And you're talking about it's the same price as the A75, around $3,000. It might be a little bit more, but you get significantly more. And here's the deal. Just so you guys know, like, and I know that if you're a Sony boy, you probably are looking at rumor sites and trying to see what the A75 is bringing. I don't think that there's anything wrong with a camera company reusing a sensor. Like Canon reuses sensors. The C50, it's more than likely to be the same sensor in the R6 III. There's nothing wrong with that. My only problem is the best Sony rumors that I can find on the A75, the hopeful ones, is you got the same sensor from last year, or not from last year, but from the A7 IV, 33 megapixels, which is cool. It's dope. But that it's going to be 4K 60 uncropped. Ain't nobody talking about no internal RAW. Ain't nobody talking about open gate. That's a tough. They're talking about maybe improved readout speeds, which, if I'm being honest, the only buy for the A75 if the readout speeds are faster than the A7 IV.
No, to me, that is a non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable.
That is the problem with the FX2. If you would have taken the same sensor, put it in the FX2, but you fixed the readout speeds.
Yeah.
Because you're in a cinema body with a fan and all that stuff, it would have changed it.
Yeah.
I'm not the person who, I'm with you. Reuse a sensor. We've seen Lumix reuse sensors that are in Nikon cameras and get more out of it.
Yeah.
Like, let's not sit here and pretend like every camera that has the same sensor is the same camera. It's not.
Yeah.
But you got to be giving us more if you're going to, one, try to justify releasing a new camera that you're telling us we should pay attention to, or two, charging even more than what the last camera was. If I'm paying more,
Yeah.
I better be getting more.
Yeah. All these cameras are great images, great quality. There's no debate in that. The debate will always be in, if you want me to drop $3,000, what other cameras are in that category and what do they do for me? And if they do more, significantly more, then Sony, adjust your prices. Bring the A75 down to the ZR. Because that's a camera we didn't mention.
What?
Bro, the A75 costing maybe $1,000 more than the ZR,
That's
and not
wild.
doing what the ZR does.
It's wild.
So literally, like, this may sound super disrespectful, but it, like, the A75 could be a great camera at a certain price point. But if you're going to play with the big dogs, woof woof,
You know what I think it is?
you got to have big dog features.
You know what I think it is? I think, if we're being honest and, put your Canon loyalty to the side for a minute. There was a time in the mirrorless space where Sony was playing by themselves. Canon hadn't showed up yet, or they
100%.
tried with the R or the RP, which, it was a placeholder camera.
I got an A7S.
You got the Canon, or not Canon. You've got Nikon trying to come out with a Z9, way too expensive. They tried like some Z50s and some Z7s, but they were all 8-bit cameras.
Yep.
So nobody took any of those seriously. Lumix was making micro four thirds cameras, and then eventually they came out with the S5, but their autofocus was so bad it was unusable. So like Sony was playing by themselves for a very long time.
Yep.
And I believe that they started seeing their cameras as their own competition.
Yeah.
So they were living in a vacuum.
Yeah.
And the truth is that as long as the A7S III was better than the A7S II, then it was a better camera and worth the price. But now they are playing in a space where they have competition. And if we go really far back, Sony had tried this before.
Yeah.
If y'all remember, Sony actually made DSLRs when Canon and Nikon were making DSLRs. They had the A99 DSLRs. I remember I worked at Best Buy. Nobody bought those DSLRs.
Yeah.
So Sony said, we can't compete in the DSLR space. We're going to go all in with mirrorless. And that's what they did.
Yeah.
And they destroyed and changed the whole industry.
100%.
But now the industry has caught up. And so Sony can't choose to do the same thing again. They can't just be like, okay, we're going to go to a new technology.
Yeah.
No, you made this world of mirrorless. You pushed every camera brand to it, but now you got to compete at it. And that's the one thing that I think, definitely needs to happen at this point is that Sony has to now compete. They don't live in the vacuum that they used to live in.
Yeah.
The room has gotten crowded.
And I bet you they never imagined, and I'm not trying to bring it to Canon, but I bet you they never imagined that the R6 III would shoot for the moon. I don't think they would have imagined the ZR shooting for the moon. You probably imagine Lumix shooting for the moon because that's what they do. Like, they're a disruptor. But I didn't imagine Canon shooting for the moon. Like, I look at these specs about the R6 III, and I'm like, I don't even want to get this happy about a camera because if I'm being 100% honest, this be sounding like some Canon crack.
Yeah.
If these specs are real. But if these specs are real, if the R6 III really is changing sensors, if it really is doing open gate, if it is putting RAW, which before it was just doing IPB, like we're talking about Canon has departed from everything that we've known them to do.
Yeah.
Canon cripple hammer, trying to protect the higher cameras up. Like, now obviously it's not going to do everything that the R5 does or everything that the R1 does, but it looks like it's about to do some specs and some features that the R5 and the R1 don't do, that only the cinema line, features that it has. And so with that being said, I think it probably caught Sony off guard, which is why we said they might be scared of this camera release, not because, like billionaires ever get sad about small little cameras, but in the way that, holy crap, we did not expect that everybody was going to pull a Lumix and just full send, throw the kitchen sink.
Yeah, and the prices. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Lumix S1 II is not a cheap camera at $3,000. $3,000 is not a low amount of money.
Yeah.
But for what you're getting for it, it's like, dang, what the Lumix S1 II gives you at $3,000 actually competes in value with a C50.
Yeah.
It competes in value with a ZR.
Yeah.
That's $2,200 because
Yeah.
you're getting so much more. So it's like these companies have decided the only way to compete with Sony is to give as much as you can without your camera, overheating, and then give it to the consumer at a price that is as affordable as you can possibly get to. And Sony's got to now play the game that the industry has made. Because before, Sony was making the industry.
Yeah.
Now the industry is going to make Sony do certain things. And I see why, if the A75 is what they're saying it's going to be, I would be concerned if I was Sony too. It's not that you're not going to sell anything, but you're not going to move as many units as you want. And I know somebody in the chat earlier said, when you look at 2026 or something, units sold, it's not a whole lot of full frame cameras. When you're talking about individual units, a lot of that is just money. Cheaper cameras are going to sell more.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how it works. But, when you look at what Sony has done in the past, that is riding their current situation. But what they do today will ride the situation for 2 to 3 years from now. And the same way how Sony released the FX3, the FX6, and then the FX3 2020 and then 2021, I think it was. And and they're still being talked about today, that wave is crashing right now.
Yeah.
And if you don't do something else to kick up another wave, in 3 years, we're not going to be talking about the FX3 killer. We're going to be talking about the S1 II killer. We're already talking about a ZR Pro that we don't even know if it exists or is coming yet. Like, we're already talking about the next version of some of these other brands' camera. We're excited about a C50. When has everyone been excited about a Canon cinema camera that's not a Canon shooter? Like, so Sony, now is the time. You gotta give the people something, and that's where, go back to Luis and his little statement, like, what have you done for me lately? You don't end a relationship with one day typically, but there's normally lots of nothings.
They've been waiting
that add up, and
they've been waiting. Sony boy's been waiting for a while. We ain't gonna act like we saying, what have you done for me lately? And
you did say in the last 2 years.
FX3.
You said in the last 2 years, and I have not seen anybody give you 100%. A real answer in the chat other than, PlayStations and Halos and Sony Bravia TVs.
We're getting real close to go back to making TVs.
Bro, I'm telling you, we're
getting real close.
We're not telling you to go back to making TVs yet, but have they even released their car yet? Never mind, I ain't going there. I ain't gonna go all that. We're not gonna go that hard on them yet.
So, anyways, but yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested in what they're gonna do. Yeah, because we actually said this right before the show. Nobody wants Sony to be doing bad.
Not at all.
We don't want them to do bad.
The alternative, actually.
Because if everybody concentrated right now, the Nikon, Canon, and Lumix energy, if Sony would get on that boat, just imagine uncensored creative family. Can you imagine if they literally all got synergy in the same thought process idea? We are going to make the best cameras that we can make at different price points and offer features that we have been asking for years. If they all got on the boat and all just started cutting throats, trying to cut each other's throats, could you imagine how we would benefit?
Bro,
could you imagine if they all got on the same page and said, I'm gonna like Canon, I'm gonna try to kill Sony. Sony's like, I'm gonna try to put Lumix out of business.
Yeah.
Lumix saying, I'm gonna put Nikon out of business. We're gonna release a camera that is gonna make people switch.
Do you think Sony thinks they're doing that though? Like, do you think they looked at the FX2 and was like, this is going to stop all S1 II sales?
I think someone in a boardroom may be thinking that.
I know what his name is too.
I think someone in a boardroom may be thinking that. Let me, investors, let me show you. No, we definitely ain't getting invited. Investors, let me show you why this is the greatest camera of all time. Maybe. There may be that level of delusion, but the people on the ground, the salespeople and the users,
ain't no way.
They ain't thinking that. They're like, oh, another iteration. iPhone 15, iPhone 16, iPhone 17.
Bro.
That's what they're thinking. So that's my, bro, can we get to war status? Where people are trying to stomp on throats?
I'm not going to lie. I feel like everybody else is doing that, though. And this sounds like a lot of Sony hate, so sorry, Sony shooters. But we want your,
No, but we want it.
We want the smoke.
Yes.
Because we've gotten, it's the same way I thank Drake, because I got the best Kendrick songs I've ever gotten thanks to, there is no Not Like Us. There is no, I don't think there's a GNX without Drake. So I'm sitting here standing on business saying, I want Sony to drop the best stuff because I bought an FX3.
Yeah.
I've owned Sony gear. But I saw the writing on the wall and nothing else was coming anytime soon. And I wasn't wrong.
Bray Gray, you are correct. People still do buy iPhones. I still buy iPhones knowing that there are some features on Pixel and blah, blah, blah. But the difference between, I feel like, iPhones and Androids, back in the day, is iPhones were...
No, that's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not even close to the same. The wall garden is totally different. Your Mac, your phone, your iPad, your Apple ID, it's all totally different.
100%. I'm just acknowledging the fact that yes, people are still buying Sonys right now, but like I feel like, well, and I say this not in a bragging way, iPhone is market leader. Sony ain't never been the market leader.
Well, no, I guess Canon still wins that.
It's like you've always been the Android trying to convince people to buy you. So like I don't know, it's tough.
Except on YouTube, I'll give them that. On YouTube, on YouTube and content creators
in Asia, the Android's way higher.
Yeah,
we in America though.
Yeah, well, some of us, not everybody here is. We have a very international audience, Drew. I need you to stop offending. What do you call them? The foreigners.
Born in the USA.
I'm gonna move on. I do wanna end it with this. I want Sony to dominate.
I don't know if I want them to dominate.
Oh, I do.
I want them to try to dominate.
No, because you don't fight harder until you get pushed down. I mean, as y'all know, my stuff got stolen a few weeks ago. I don't think I have been this like hungry, and I've been working this hard and been like fighting because I know I have something I need to come back from.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where Sony needs to be too. And maybe this is actually what's best for Sony. Maybe Sony's getting smacked in the mouth right now, and they need this.
Go back to spending billions.
Yeah. We don't want that reduce, reuse, recycle.
Go back to losing money.
So yeah, it's time. It's time that Sony gets into the. I mean, yeah, Brandon been hustling, bro. I've been working hard. But like, I'm about to ban you, dog.
Kenny going wild.
I'm about to ban you, dog. Don't make me ban a member, dog. Don't be crazy. But like, I feel like sometimes you need that push. And I think right now Sony's getting pushed, and that might be good. Like, they keep saying they need she said, "Nah, don't, man." But like, sometimes you need to realize that you're in a fight, and it makes you stronger. And I don't think Sony's lost by any means. You know, this isn't like, oh, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. They're not even close to death.
Are they on the big three though? On the thumbnail?
They are not in the thumbnail.
Ooh. Wow.
Ice.
The mind is a great contradiction.
I didn't make the thumbnail, y'all.
You just chose it.
I just helped.
Ooh, that one.
I was like, I mean, you had the options weren't that different. But yeah, so I he says, which YouTubers, Sony shooters switch to Lumix? Only Vu. I don't know. I would say. I don't know I feel like in the state of
Cam shooting Sony much more?
No,
except for when they call to like shill.
Yeah, no, I think right now what you're finding, I think when you look at YouTubers,
yeah,
it is a really good taste for where the industry is, because like for me, for example, Lumix sent me the S1 II and or S1 II, sorry, not H, the S1 II, and loving it. Love shooting with that camera. Picked up got the ZR here. Love shooting with this camera. A lot of creators, Kofi's got Blackmagic cameras. He's got he's been shooting on the Canon C50 recently, shooting on the ZR as well. Cam is in the same boat. Pixis shooting, Lumix shooting, Nikon ZR shooting. Like, now, don't get me wrong. Don't move like us. Because a lot of, like, I'll be straight up. Like, the S1 II in there, that was sent by Lumix. Now, it's on loan. I don't know when they're going to ask for it back. Hopefully they don't. Maybe they forgot I got it. Sean, forget. But, like, in a real way, don't try to move like YouTubers. But what I will say is that the fact that YouTubers are not, like, solely locking in on one brand anymore, I think should tell the industry that, like, there's too many good cameras that like people don't feel like they just need to go all in on just one brand. I mean, even Jarrell over here, like the ultimate Canon fanboy, cannot say anything negative about Canon except about their mount system. You even have a Red now. And it's because you realize that like, okay, like Canon is great, but Reds also are good as well. And so even the people who are the most diehard today, I think they are also in situations where they're like, there are too many good cameras to just lock yourself into anything.
Salacious.
And Sony used to be the thing that everybody locked themselves into, but, you know, it's just not that way no more.
Brandon Cabin.
Where?
Saying salacious things.
Where?
Dre won't say nothing negative about it. I'll say something negative about
you
Canon.
said I said that?
No, you said that about me.
You
I'll say something negative.
say 5 negative things about Canon right now.
Let OpenGate not come to the R5 Mark II and let it come to the R6 III. I'm gonna be pissed.
How long you gonna give him before you mad?
I'm mad right now because I haven't heard an announcement or a rumor.
Okay, that's one.
I'm mad right now.
I'll help you out. RF mount, not open.
Yeah, it's not open.
Boom.
100%.
RF lenses, too expensive.
Ooh, no. I don't agree with that. They're the best. No. So here's the deal.
No,
what I like.
I don't care about the deal. Let's move on.
No. Because you would agree that the RF has some of the best glass.
Yes.
Some of the best glass.
You said they are the best.
You pay the best to be the best.
You wild.
Are we lying? Since Red Ring days.
You're wild.
Were we not?
We are paying the most.
We're paying the most to be the most.
Doesn't mean it's the best value.
I didn't say it was the best value. That's what I'm saying. I don't put that as a strike. Now, would I like if they open up the RF mount to have like either other competitors like Sigma and Tamron to do lower price? Yes. But I don't want, would I want RF glass to be cheaper? Yeah, it'd be great to be cheaper, but I don't see it as a strike. Not when you're producing 28 to 70 F2s or 100 to 300s.
You're obsessed with that lens.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, I'm not okay with paying it. Like, I'm excited to pay it. But, like, if you're going to be the best, ain't nobody saying Bugattis need to come down to $500.
Okay.
That was a little extreme. But I'm just saying.
All right, Andrew, calm down.
That's two. Do I have a... Bro, everybody overheats. We'll throw that in there.
Okay.
No, do they not?
I'm done.
Do they not? Does the S1 II not overheat?
You're good. You're good.
But I'm throwing it in there as like I would like for things not to overheat.
I say something about Canon, you're like, everybody overheats. So I'll say that about Canon.
No. It overheats, but everybody overheats. Are we gonna lie?
I really don't care anymore.
I got 3. I really don't have a lot of complaints. If y'all would like to, in a very genuine way, if you guys have more complaints than the RF mount, then certain features coming to lower cameras and not coming to the R5 Mark II, that's another complaint. And then overheating. If y'all got something different than that for Canon, I'm all ears because I don't really have things that I feel like it's not doing.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
I don't like crappy menus. Get out of here, Christian.
All right. Well, the question now, because we are getting close to the end of the year. Now, if you guys are new to the show this year, if you just started watching season 2, every year, at the end of the year, we always go on, like we started this last year, but we have our season finale and then we go on a break in January. We take a few weeks off so that way we can, enjoy our family and enjoy the new year. And normally that's also the time we use to like reset the setup for season 3. But 2 big events happen at the end of the year. We have our Christmas episode, which is the Friday right before Christmas. And then we have our New Year's episode, which is our Camera Awards episode, which is the Friday before New Year's. Last year, we gave our awards, budget camera of the year, accessory of the year, and then ultimately camera of the year. And last year, the camera of the year was in fact the R5 Mark II. Now, I'll be very honest with you. Me and Jarrell debated on who won each award last year. We picked the nominees and we debated over who should win. And I'm not going to pretend like I obviously didn't ultimately agree to the R5 II winning camera of the year, but it's because I didn't have a really strong argument for why it shouldn't. You have a red hat on.
I'm saying this is me throwing my flag. Cap.
I just said
We fully agreed on the R5 II.
We did not fully agree.
We fully agreed.
We did not fully agree.
We fully agree. It wasn't like, we're like rock, paper, scissoring.
I just took responsibility that I did make it the camera of the year. I made the graphic, okay?
Yeah, I know. It feels like you're kind of walking back. Like, it wasn't, nah.
I didn't feel good about it winning, but there was no other option. So, like, it just, I will say, like, I had other cameras.
Guys, go back and watch the episode.
Go back and watch the episode. I don't care.
Go back and watch the episode.
I would love the extra views and watch all the ads and leave a super thanks. Help me, I'm poor. But in a very real way, this year I've decided I wanted to sort of change it up a little bit. So I think 4 is the one. We are all over the place. This year we want to get you guys involved when it comes to the awards this year. Now we are open to ideas. So far, the one category that I feel very confident about the nominees, not who's going to win, because this year is crazy. Last year, Canon went so over the top that it was impossible not to consider them for like everything. But this year, we need to figure out who's going to win camera of the year. Mm-hmm. We're going to have, so far, the nominees that I have, and I'd love to get you guys' input. I have the ZR. It officially hasn't come out yet, but it will be coming out this year. We will have the R6 Mark III.
November 6th.
We also are anticipating Sony's A75 to be a part of the nominees, so that would go in there. Lumix S1 II definitely is a nominee for Camera of the Year. And I believe the 5th spot should go to the Pixis.
12K.
12K. Yeah, 12K to be fair. Now, to be clear, all nominees for different categories, the camera had to have come out this year. So this means the R5 Mark II is not eligible to be nominated for anything this year.
The what?
The R5 Mark II.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Is not available. The Nikon Z6 III is not available. We are talking about stuff that came out this year. The C50 is something we're considering. It's just, I'll be honest with you, when it comes to camera of the year, I believe that the C50 could get knocked out because of how great the R6 Mark II is at the price point. But we'll have to wait officially for the R6 Mark II to come out. Yeah, that's a good point.
But it could also replace the A75 if they get shook.
Yes, 100%. So we're going to be looking at a few categories this year.
It's also not set.
It's none of this
we're
is
not set. We're just throwing out because possible contenders.
Because there's also other categories we have to take into consideration, like cinema camera of the year. Because we have a few really good cinema cameras that came out this year. The ZR technically is a cinema camera. It says it on the back. It's got to get nominated. The C50 is also nominated for cinema camera of the year.
Blackmagic might win something this year.
What is it? The FX2 is a cinema camera. Got to get nominated this year. So
the way this man been talking crap about the FX2 for an entire episode.
It's gonna get nominated. So we have quite a few really solid deals. We also, the Raptor XE is going to probably get nominated for Cinema Camera of the Year. $15,000, basically almost a full Raptor minus a few things. Definitely makes it there. And I think we got to talk about Brand of the Year this year. We haven't done Brand of the Year before. We didn't do that last year. But I definitely think we should do a Brand of the Year. So we are open to not only your thoughts on who should be nominated, but different categories.
Yes.
moments of the year, maybe. Like we definitely want to have you guys be a little bit more involved this year when it comes to our camera awards. So we've got about 2 months, November and then all of December, to lock this all down. So I don't know if we need to do a form, but we are just open for suggestions. This is the brainstorming process.
Yes.
We are open to suggestions on how we could make this year's award ceremony better.
Bust of the year. So guys,
Bust of the year would be great.
I've seen this comment a few times. We're going to be real with you. When we say best is going to mean a lot of things. It's going to mean price. It's going to mean specs. It's going to mean public sentiment. Like when somebody gets album of the year over someone else, like, is it units sold? Not always.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just general feeling. So even if, the R6 III would have been out for, I don't know, a couple of weeks before the end of the year, if it has an overwhelming sentiment, or the ZR, like right now, it has an overwhelming sentiment, it may carry the wave, even if we find out in 2027, it's got some problems. Like, we're going to be real. We are not the most factual show.
We're not?
We're not the most factual show.
So the FX2 is a good camera?
We're very subjective. we're very loose on the facts. So it will be based on feelings, not truth.
Nah, this is my truth. It's 2025. It's my truth. No, so we do want to get you guys's input. Somebody put bust of the year. Last year we didn't. Did we do flop of the year last year?
It feels like something very disrespectful that we would do.
That's what I was gonna say. It feels like something we would have done.
The most salacious of the year.
Definitely most salacious. And that's another one. I would love. This is going to be hard because I cannot go back and find everybody's comment. But if you want to be nominated, we should actually have like a place for people to like put in like one of their comments that they put. And we could do like comment of the year.
Did anybody send in clips?
Colton sent us rapping for his birthday.
So outside of Colton, we have a very lazy trash can audience.
No, they're not a trash can. Well, actually, we only got, what is that, 67 likes?
You guys are going to have to screenshot some of your comments.
The biggest
Tal Bussy, yeah.
Tal Bussy is that's a good one. That is up there.
That might be, I'm sorry.
That might, well, I don't know. We've heard some pretty wild stuff.
We have.
That's just fresh on the brain.
Tal Bussy is like all time.
That is good though.
It's all time.
Only one. No, so look, here's the other thing. Most overhyped camera of the year. Oof, gosh, that could be tough. Here's my honest thought real quick.
Alexa Extreme.
That wasn't even hype, dog.
It's the first thing that came to mind, though.
You're terrible. We have 159 people watching and only 70 likes. Can we at least get to 100, please?
Can we at least?
Can we get to 100?
Oh, also, this is a great time to say.
Phil says I'm a trash can for Halloween.
Also, this is a great time to say, guys, do you see we are less than, what is it, like 80 subs from 8,000?
Are we really?
If you are on this stream right now and you have not hit that subscribe button, hit the subscribe button right now. Oh. Elevate from being a trash can into being a, what should we call them if they hit the subscribe button?
I don't know. What? You're not a trash can? This is supposed to be a good thing?
You're a recycle bin. You are a Sony boy. You're a soy boy. Upgrade from being a trash can to a soy boy. Hit that subscribe button.
Bro, somebody might unsubscribe.
Leave, dog.
Oh my gosh.
Leave, dog. Upgrade from a trash can to a recycling bin. Do you like that progression you see there? You were a trash can and then you're a recycle bin, and Sony's been recycling, and Sony people are other word that I said.
Yeah, now see, look, there it is. Don't be a soy boy. Hit the like. Ted said it, not me.
We got a dislike. Guys, you have to understand.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I
Just hit
only
the
read
subscribe button.
I've only read the definition of that word like 4 weeks ago, and I barely remember what it means.
It's not good.
I'm not throwing it out like I'm calling you what that definition is. I just like the word.
He says I won't unsubscribe, but the dislike button is looking real good.
Who said that?
Me. I said it. He says I better win X Hater of the Year award. I stopped making fun of Brandon. Bro, I saw you last week.
This man did a short joke like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, what are you talking about? You were talking mad trash last week, and you probably made a joke today. I just missed it. Don't even. Y'all
Dude,
wild.
how did we ask for subscribers and not a single moon man went across?
Well, that's because we got 164 diehards. They're already subscribed.
Are you guys all subscribed?
Go start another YouTube account. No.
Can we? So just so it's not awkward, like when somebody's like, "Does anybody love me?" and everybody's quiet. Can we get at least one person hit the subscribe?
No, if we don't get any subscribers, that means we got 100 and some odd people who really rock with the show. They already hit the subscribe button, and I would rather have that than a bunch of lurkers who haven't hit that subscribe button.
Dude, somebody give some membership so we can see who's lurking.
Bro. Oh, this week I figured it out too. Let me see if I can. Oh my gosh! Of course you want me to put in a freaking code. We do have one other thing. Wait, do we have another story? I think we have one more story.
Okay. I feel like we've been having some real feminine energy this week.
Who?
Us?
You?
Please subscribe. Tell me you love me.
Oh, you know what would be funny? Well, not funny. I don't know if this is a funny thing. I don't know how we would do this. Y'all would have to have 100% vote on this because I couldn't vote on this. But we'd have to do like Creator of the Year. I think that would be a big award.
Creator of the Year?
Creator of the Year.
Yes.
Favorite Creator of the Year.
Dude, that's hard.
That's why I said we don't have to vote.
Hey, we got a pity subscribe.
Is that Ezreal?
No way.
Did that say Ezreal? Did he unsubscribe and subscribe again?
It kind of looks like it.
Oh, somebody is gifting membership.
Lex Tex Rex, thank you, brother.
Did he gift memberships?
Out them lurkers.
Out them lurkers.
FBI.
What?
Let's go up. The FBI just subscribed. Dude, somebody needs to change their username to IRS.
No, I don't need those kind of. I don't need that kind of. I don't need that kind of.
Dude, Valandez, dude, he's legit, bro. He's super legit. Thank you guys for gifting the membership. Lex Tex Rex, thank you for gifting memberships. And Bay Richardson, thank you for gifting memberships. Out them fools.
Jarrell, we gonna do the after party stream today, right?
Yes.
So you have to be a member to be a part of the after party stream.
You may have to be a member to be a part of the after party stream.
I think I figured it
This
out.
is untested.
Last week it did not work out the way I thought it was gonna work out. This week I think I've got it. I think I've got it.
Hey guys, stick around just in case.
We don't
After the stream, just in case you want to check out what we talk about after we think we're not public.
I'm 0 for 2. It just hit me. I am 0 for 2 when it comes to trying to make members only streams.
That is very true. Uncensored is untested.
All right, I am trying to do something really important really quick. Jarrell just asked y'all to do a lot of stuff, and I'm not gonna lie to you, that was a lot. But I do have a real one. Hold on, let me put this in the deal. Save. And then let me go into...
Dude, I'm trying to see who got outed.
Go through here.
You can see it?
You just scroll through.
Okay.
See who's been lurking.
We want to welcome all these new members. Where we at?
Okay.
Oh, Sneak Beats. Welcome. Anthony Davenport. Welcome. Rumen, welcome back.
Welcome back, brother. Who else we got? I'm not going to try to pronounce that. You got
Enigma?
No, NYZ.
Enigma.
What?
Oh.
No, that one.
New Zion. Welcome.
Is that what? What?
Nope.
There's no I in there.
I'm just saying. Your new name is New Zion. All righty. Christopher, welcome. Enigma Trading. You sound confused. Welcome.
So in case y'all did not know this show is also available as a podcast over on Spotify. Now, I'm going to ask y'all to do me a huge favor. Y'all can keep watching this show. Please keep watching the show in the background. But if you're watching this on desktop or if you're watching this if you're on your mobile phone, you'll stay, right? You can still listen in the background, I guess. I don't know.
If you have premium.
Do me a huge favor. I don't know. I really don't want a lot from y'all. This is absolutely free. It doesn't hurt y'all. If y'all could go over to our Spotify account and subscribe.
Ooh.
We are trying to figure out how to get this podcast out audio because I've had people tell me that they can't watch live and that they don't have YouTube Premium, which costs money and you got to deal with, like, you can't listen to it in your pocket. You got to leave the phone on.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get our Spotify going so that way it can actually recommend it out to people that way, and then they can just listen to the actual show through Spotify. We've been uploading every episode for the last few weeks, but we're on Spotify. We're also on Apple as well. We're on Apple Podcasts as well. So yeah. So if you can check that out, I'd really appreciate it. I just put the link in the chat. Good night. I forgot we asked for a poll earlier. It is 68% yes. People are excited about the ZR.
186 votes. That's crazy.
That's great. That's more people than watching. That's wild. So, yeah, the ZR definitely is. It's making moves. All right. I am going to try something now. Jarrell, you come up with the next poll. I think I know how to switch this to a members only stream, and I think I can do it.
Do you want to hit that last story?
Do we have another story?
Yep.
What's the last story?
Oh, I know the last story.
Oh, end of the year.
No.
What was the last story?
You want to save that for the members?
What's the last story?
The announcement.
Did we not talk about the announcement?
Mm-mm.
Oh, we went way off. My bad.
We went way. Well, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, let's hit that one now.
Yes. So we're probably going to run out of time. We're probably going to talk about this announcement the whole time. So if you've been gifted a membership, or if you're a member or you're not been gifted a membership, become a member. What is it, like $5?
Yeah.
Become a member. We're going to continue streaming after this. We're going to go members only. And so sign up, become a member. But anyways, I think Canon leaked their announcement date because as soon as they put it up, they took it down.
Did it come back down?
It came back down.
Wow, I didn't even catch that.
Now, some people like reposted it and blah, 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 but it literally went up for a brief moment and came back down. I told you guys this last week. Scott was clowning me, saying I didn't know the date, but on November 6th, and we don't care about anybody else's time zone except Texas, at 12 a.m.
Wild.
You can adjust to your little time zone. At 12 a.m., we are going to get an announcement video from Canon of what we assume to be the R6 III. So probably just wake up in the morning. But if you are really excited about the R6 III, November 6th, 12 a.m. Central Standard Time.
You're going to wake up to some great news.
You're going to wake up to some great news.
Or you're going to be incredibly disappointed.
That your A75 sucks? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? What's there to be disappointed about? No. I will say I'm a little worried. Because we've been hyping the R6 III.
If there was a camera to cripple, this would be the one to do it.
Well, here's the crazy thing. The R6 III is an entry level it's not the entry level, because you have the R8.
Yes.
So what? It's the what would you call the R6 Mark II?
So would you say that when the C80 came out that it brought down the excitement of the C400? When the C80 came out, did it change how you looked at the C400?
I'm going to give you the honest, and I know that you're not going to agree and they're not going to agree. The C400 was never for us.
That's not what I was asking.
I know. About. So like it.
So you never cared about the C400? It's
not that I never cared about it, but it was just like, I don't think that the C80 in reality squelched the C400, because honestly, the C400 was never for us. I know it feels like I would say that though about, because like the Burano, it's like somebody releasing the an FX6 Mark II and being like, is it killing the Burano? No, because the Burano was never meant for us.
That's a much different price point.
It is a different.
And that's my issue with that's the only reason why I said this camera. If there was a camera to try to cripple,
yes, I agree.
The R6 Mark III would be the one to do it, because you just released your FX3 killer. It is the camera that you want to be the camera that is the entry level into Canon cinema. It is your FX3. It is your magnum opus. But then in less than 2 to 3 months, you release a camera that does everything it does, probably with IBIS, which is a massive complaint that a lot of people had about the C50.
Yeah.
And you don't have to learn cinema menus. It's all with the EOS menus. It just makes me think that there's no chance. Like they're gonna have to find a way to cripple it in some manner, because I'll be honest, the C50 is already pushing big time compared to what it should be able to do, especially at its price point.
Yeah.
So it's just hard for me to imagine that the R6 Mark III doesn't come out and have some limitation, whether it's like it doesn't de-squeeze anamorphic, or the open gate is, has a limited use case, or the raw, but it's like raw light.
I've heard 3 flavors, but that's where it's like I don't believe it.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know if I believe all that. Or, you can shoot in the open gate, but it will overheat at some point. So these are all things that I'm a little concerned about. I am going to tell you guys right now, I am pushing the button. So in 15 minutes, this stream will automatically become a members only stream.
We are 90% sure.
I got good faith.
Yeah, I'm sure if you're on a Roku TV, you're going to be able to continue watching.
I don't think so. I think they're going to.
No, you want to know why?
Why?
Because I feel like people don't be updating.
I don't think you have to. This is part of the whole new YouTube thing.
Okay, we'll see. Roku TV, text me if you still can watch this. Anyways, hey, you're being salacious about the R6 overheating. I've run the R6 Mark II in the great outdoors of Texas, and will you get an overheating warning? You will, but I have run it for hours outside in the middle of summer. The R6 Mark II actually overheating and turning off, that's wild work. I'm not saying if you're in the deserts of Utah in direct sunlight that it's not overheating, but the R6 II Mark II, it don't overheat. It's never turned off on me.
I'm saying this new R6 Mark III with open gate.
That's true. Miami's hotter. But you've had your camera shut off?
I don't know.
Anyways, I think we're on the same page when it comes to the R6 III.
Yeah.
If the R6 III does everything that it's rumored to do, it will be a massive departure from Canon's normalcy. And that's where I don't necessarily agree that it will do everything that is being rumored to do. That, like you said, it's crippled in some sort of way. But I will say, I am hopeful and thoughtful that I think that those are 2 different customers. If you're buying a cinema camera from Canon, you are not a person that is going to look at there are some of us, like owner operators, that are going to be like, I see the value of the R6 III can do everything that the C50 will. I'm going to buy the R6 III and not buy the C50. And they'll lose some in sales in that way. But the vast majority of people buying the C50, just like the vast majority of people buying the C400, they are going to be production people that wanted a cinema camera. not necessarily real hybrid shooters that like can go either way. I think they're two different audiences. I think there will be people that want a fan where it doesn't overheat, where the R6 III, if it's doing 7K open gate, how does it not overheat?
Yeah.
How does it not?
I don't know.
How does it not?
Kofi says he's going to do an overheating test in Africa and says, let's see who's really going to hold up. Also, we got a chat. He says there is a message in the chat now saying you will be redirected automatically for members.
So will this stay live?
So what'll happen, this is how it's supposed to work inside of the new YouTube.
Yeah.
Is the stream will be converted in 12 minutes to a members only stream. People who are not members, their stream will come to an end. People who are members will be able to stay here. And then on the back side, everything up until the next 12 minutes will be a part of the main stream like it normally is. And then it will create a new stream off to the side that is a members only stream. And that's where we'll continue to hang out. That's how it's supposed to work. That's how I think I set it up. But, it is what it is.
Yes. So anyways, it hurts my heart. It hurts my heart because I know in some ways this camera's not going to be as good as the crack. The crack is always better. The rumors are always better than the actual final deliverable. But one Canon person is hopeful, if not anything else.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah. No, 100%. I do want to make another point real quick because I see a couple of you guys talking about the whole membership deal. Whenever we do these members only bonus streams, we will never change what the Friday show is. It's like this is the show is what the show is. We'll always do our normal 2-hour show. Just sometimes we're gonna do a little bit of bonus extra after the show, and we do that for our members. One, to thank you guys for supporting the channel because I don't know if everyone is aware of this, but this show is practically impossible to sponsor.
Unsponsorable.
That's what it should have been called.
So literally, guys, every Friday for 2 to 4 hours. Because, we do time outside of this in prep of the show. We've given every Friday for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
4 hours.
At least 4. Well, we do, because we start getting ready at 9.
Yeah.
And then we do a debrief for at least an hour after every show. So it's like 5 hours.
Yeah. So in that way, we love doing this, for you guys. But there have been some people that have been willing to give. And we're just trying to figure out ways to make sure that we say thank yous to those people that have chosen to give.
Yeah.
So we're not trying to exclude people, but we're trying to figure out ways to say thank you to people that do help support the channel.
Absolutely.
And we thank you guys by doing this that have just subscribed by doing the channel.
Yeah.
By doing the show.
Yeah, and we love doing the show. Like I told you, I think when all my stuff got stolen, I will say 100 times over, if it was not for the DMs that y'all sent me, if it wasn't for the live stream, I am not joking. I don't know how I would have made it through this situation. It was 100% the people. Obviously Jarrell's sitting here on the couch, but he talked to me literally when it all happened. He was one of the first people I called. He talked me through that situation. He set up the GoFundMe, which thank you again for that. He helped get me through this. There was other people local here in Houston that I know. And then everybody who called and reached out. Seriously, this community means everything to me. So I hate when people just give me stuff. So I'm just constantly all right, how can we keep giving back? How can we keep giving back? But we want to thank everybody who became a member last week when we thought we did the members only thing right. And we did not. This week we have figured it out, and it's going to be a way that we can keep doing, just different ways for us to get back, and we can kind of go off topic. We messed up at the beginning of the show. We did everything we were supposed to probably do for the members only stream, talk about sports for 15 minutes. We can do that kind of stuff in the bonus stream. So we want to keep doing that. So thank you guys literally for everything. Jarrell, before we dip out of here, because we got 8-ish minutes before the stream changes. This is like a ticking time bomb because I don't know what's going to happen. I'm very interested. I'm watching the stream right now on an incognito browser so I can experience it as a viewer.
Yeah.
To see what it is. I'm a lurker right now. But since we are getting close to the end of the year, since time is almost up, I did not plan that, but that kind of worked out perfect.
Wow.
Since time is almost up, what are some last minute goals you hope to achieve by the end of 2025? Chat, we want you to sound off as well. What are some goals that you guys are hoping to achieve before the end of the year? You got 2 months, which is crazy to think about, but you got 2 months. Drew, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to cure my gas.
Impossible.
No, you cure your gas by buying that one piece of equipment that you think is going to complete you.
But it doesn't.
But you're hopeful that it will. So I'm looking to, am I looking to do 2 things? Yes, I'm looking to find a stinking tripod that works.
Oh, do you want to tell that story?
No, we're saving it for the members only stream. I just recently bought a tripod that I am very unhappy about. And actually, it's perfect for the members only.
Whoa. Hey.
At Hank Donardo 4308 super chatted $100.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
I'm assuming you're a brother.
Name's Hank, right? Well,
yes.
I don't know. I don't want to make it
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you. So anyways, I bought a tripod, and not an expensive tripod, but a more expensive tripod than like an Amazon basic tripod. And it was not great. So I need to figure out my tripod game. And then number 2, and we could probably talk about this a little more in the members chat too, but I don't traditionally sell cinema. I don't traditionally sell gear.
No.
I don't sell gear.
You still have your 5D, right?
I still have the 5D3, still have the 1DX, still have the... Anyways, I am looking at selling some gear to get that 200 to 400 f4 from Canon.
Yeah.
So I feel like my gas will be cured once I buy the 200 to 400 f4.
Okay. I don't think so, but okay. He said you can get some good deals on Temu.
One can hope. Yeah, Temu ain't got that 200 to 400.
No. They got a 50 millimeter Z-mount lens I got in there. I'm going to start testing that on this here. Actually, I really do want to test that 50 mil on here. Yeah.
5D3 Gretchen.
That's gangster grandma right there. Yeah, for me, the end of the year is coming up so fast. And obviously, my setback has changed some things for me.
Yeah.
For the end of the year, but I've got 2. I got a big stretch one, that like a big goal. I think we could do. And then the second one is the main goal that I have by the end of the year is I just want to. I don't want to buy anything next year that I'm not already planning to buy this year. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So originally, for y'all who didn't know, my plan was to take my Raptor and get it changed over to a Z mount. Well, obviously, I don't have my Raptor anymore, so that's out of the equation. I do hope to be able to buy a Red next year, like a full-fledged Raptor XE maybe, or the Komodo X. I probably am more so in the budget of the Komodo X at this point. But that definitely won't happen until next year. But I want to be like locked in and know exactly what I'm doing next year, because next year is the year I don't want to actually focus on buying any gear at all for me. I'll review gear for the channel and stuff like that. But like, if you guys didn't see over on my main YouTube channel, I just posted an office tour of my YouTube studio so I can review gear. So I still plan to actually review gear. But unfortunately, it's just one of those situations where, like, you know, I just want to be locked in with the gear that I have and be set. And so the ZR was a big part of that. I'm hoping that I can also possibly get a Z mount Red next year and completely go Z mount system, but we'll have to wait and see. The big stretch goal I have for the end of this year is we have tried to do, like, we did an event 2023, 2024.
Sure.
We did an event in 2024. And it was amazing. We had a great event, and I absolutely loved it. But my biggest downside is we haven't been able to run it back. And I've heard that from people. People have said like, oh, the easiest thing to do, or they say it's hard to do an event. It's even harder to do the second one. And but then the third one gets easier, and then 4, 5, 6 after that it becomes easier. And so before the end of this year, I would like to have made a solid plan, including budget, brands, location, date, all that stuff for when we could do an event early next year. I mean, this community has been so good to us, and I want to do a in-person event where people can show up and we can actually see each other in person, and the creative fam can go away from this, digital through a camera situation, but actually see each other in person. So that's something that I am absolutely looking forward to, and I hope I can get I'm talking with some people right now, so I don't want to give any dates. I don't want to do anything until we have everything actually locked in. But that's my big stretch goal for the end of the year.
Yeah.
Is to, one, have my like camera buying guide or whatever situation figured out by the end of the year. And then two, hopefully be able to share some information about an event. David said do it in New York.
Dude.
I'll be honest with you. The goal was to do it in Houston because that's what's easiest for us. But I'm going to be real with you. The way New York showed up at Build, it might not be a bad idea to try to do something in New York.
And this is the crazy thing that I'm sure. What's the time?
We have a minute and 17 seconds.
This is what's crazy about the time. This is what's crazy about doing it in a space that you haven't been to. The biggest barrier is just going to be where, how, what,
The people.
money, the people, all sort of stuff. Knowing the talent to come in. Like all those things. There's so many unknowns, but oh my gosh, that would be fire.
Yeah.
That'd be fire. We just need to know people.
Yeah. And we want to do it at a studio where you can shoot.
Can we go to creators that can that know those details?
That know like New York like that. I mean, we could try to talk to B&H.
Like Kofi. I know he's not in New York, but Canada. Like, could we go do stuff like in LA with Cam?
Maybe.
Dude.
Maybe that's it. Maybe 2026 is the year we go on tour.
We branch out.
Uncensored on tour. All right. So that at least last week's situation doesn't happen. We've got about 15 seconds left. Everyone who is not a member, we want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. It has been awesome chilling with you guys. We love doing this show. Jarrell, you got 2 seconds. Any last words? Peace out,
Canon,
y'all.
forever.
Let's hang out with the members.